Let's bring in an expert on this. Joining us now, Vanessa Neumann, Blood Profits author. Good morning to you, and Asymmetrica President Vanessa.
Thank you.
Listen, every day or every week we talk about how it's just deteriorating more and more in Venezuela. But, let us not forget we have so-called elections coming up this weekend. Was there any doubt that Mr. Maduro won't win?
No, not really. There is no doubt. And by the way, you were right the first time. My name's really Neumann, but I'm so used to Neumann.
I went with the German, yes.
Neumann's the correct one, but but I'm flexible. But yeah, so we have, and flexibility is also something. Democracy is a bit of a flexible concept these days in Venezuela. The so-called elections. I mean, they're completely illegal. They're not recognized by the international community at all because there had been demands, 2 years of negotiations with the opposition to get a new electoral commission, a new Supreme Court, new voting machines, new everything, and they've stacked and also to release the political prisoners who were the leaders of the various opposition parties. The guys who can really win are all either in prison or exiled. And the opposition candidate is basically a stalking horse on the regime payroll, and everybody knows that. So it's completely fake. We know Maduro will win, and he's just going to use this to try and get financing from the international community.
Well, good luck on that. I mean, we know that, EMAX reported just yesterday 3 million Venezuelans have already got out of the country. Yeah. We know that the bolivar is collapsing. I think the annual inflation rate around 16,000%. U.S. dollars are much prized now in Venezuela. Yes. Listen, so he has an election, he wins. I really don't see how that changes anything. And at what point, and we ask you this question every time, but where is the tipping point in all of this? When do eventually the international community say enough is enough?
I don't know, and I don't really have very much faith that the international community will say enough is enough, you know. Unfortunately, and what you hear, and I've gotten the videos were sent to me last night of the different prison riots, and it's you'll forgive me, it's heartbreaking. Yes. Because they are saying, I would rather die than live in this prison and be tortured. Wow. I would rather die with dignity, and we have to fight for our freedom. So they have become a sort of a symbol for the broader country, saying the entire country is kidnapped. We have been kidnapped. They were supposed to have been released a couple of years ago. And the struggle in the Helicoide, which was originally a shopping mall, it's a giant prison that was originally a shopping mall, has now become a prison run by the intelligence services. There's just multiple levels of horror. Yeah. And until the people all get together and rise up, and then that creates the opportunity for humanitarian aid to come in, I don't know how this ends.
No. Well, soon, we hope. Vanessa Neumann, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.